it's not a lot that you can really complain about in terms of your prison rights. Even though you are a human being and you should be treated as a human being while in prison, but at the same time, no one causes you to make the decisions that you are making to remain being a violent person. So if parents, fathers and mothers would stand up in their homes and be where they should be to start with, then I believe that we can eliminate a lot of young men and women who are ending up in prison, more so of our young black men who are ending up in prison, as a result of no parental guidance being in the home. That's not something that we can blame on prison officials. That's something that's a blame that really should lie within the home, within our communities. So getting with mothers and fathers who should be in the lives of their children to start with, steering them in the right direction, not to get with the wrong kind of people while they're out in the communities, and staying away from gun violence and things like that, that would actually help to deter the inmate population in prison anyway, because it's a sad thing that the prison population is very, very high. Young men are ending up in prison all because they're out in the community. They're declining to get the proper education that they need, and as a result, they're choosing a life that is a life of crime. And so, if the blame can be actually put where it needs to be put, it needs to be put in the homes when parents are not paying any attention to the children out who are out just all times of the night and getting into all kinds of things, the shooting and killing and robbing and becoming gang members, all of that. That's where the problem actually is. So to deal with the problem, you actually need to deal with the parents or those who are loved ones of those individuals who are in prison. So to actually place the blame is not, I don't believe that it should be with prison officials. They didn't create that problem. The problem didn't happen overnight, and it's not going to be solved overnight. It's all going to be up to those of us in the communities to make this problem, well, we won't make it vanish, but we can at least minimize a lot of what's going on, because a lot of what's going on is not in the prison. It's right out here in our communities, and it's causing our young men to be arrested and placed in prison, becoming prison inmates. So I don't deny that it's a dangerous thing being there in prison, because that it is, especially when you're dealing with rival gangs that are in prison. They're there to kill each other. They're not really learning common sense, as don't have any common sense in prison, just like they did when they were out in the community. So it's still going to take our involvement to show them that they're dying for needless reasons. It's useless and it's senseless, the way they're just actually killing each other, all because of someone wanting to control a turf or something like that. But it's the blame game should not be with the prison system. And I'm a firm believer that if the community did what it was supposed to do, then I believe that we can deter a lot of young men going to prison. That's my belief on this. If the young men, if parents would stand up and just be parents like they're supposed to be, then you won't have to worry about your son or your daughter or your nephew or your niece going to prison. Just be the kind of mentor that they need you to be. Thank you.